going on with y'all? Man, sorry I ain't dropped no video yesterday. Shout out to my brother Marlon, man. It was his birthday's today, but he had a party yesterday and we surprised him. We had fun, dog. It was so crazy. I got toe up. When I get back to the crib, I gotta go on a massive diet and a major cutback on stuff. Man, I was out of there. His wife wanted to surprise him. We did like a murder mystery role-playing game. It was dope to the end. The end would have been better if we could have gotten somebody else to be the murderer, but hey, it is what it is. But I crashed out. I woke up and now I'm heading out to Lakeland. I was supposed to go to Jayville, but my other mom ain't gonna be there. Plus, I lost a day because I got toasted. Now, I meant to do the Dallas Mavericks and the Celtics recap. I'm gonna do my Adventures of Superman later. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I already caught up with some of the WNBA. I just gotta watch the Vegas and the Liberty game. That's a good game. And then today's games, you got the Fever, of course. They got them playing HDiiTown. I watched the Sky game. And I'm gonna talk about that. The only games I ain't gonna talk about is the Vegas game, where they played who they played. Yeah, they played Liberty. And then today's games, I'm not going to talk about today. I think there's only one game today. It might be two. But I'll talk about that later on after I watch it. Now, in the Mavericks and Boston game, it's really nothing really to talk about. Jason Tatum, and it was too much one-on-one. Plus, Dallas, they started speeding up the tempo. Luka started attacking more. Less talking to the refs, more action. Defensively, he was a whole lot better. So you could tell he listens to everybody. He sees what's going on. He buckled down. Kyrie finally had a great game besides game 3. He was attacking the basket. He was giving it to Derek White and Drew Holiday whenever he had a chance to. To me, Tatum jagged this game. Tatum kept breaking offense, trying to do his Kobe impression. Look, man, you are not Kobe. All right? You're messing the flow of the game up. You're doing these fadeaway shots. You taking these unnecessary threes. It's like everybody think Kobe just was a jacker of shots. No, Kobe played a real great, efficient game. He attacked when it was time to attack. Now, sometimes he would attack too early and break the offense. And that's something that he had to learn how to, that's what he had to learn, was to, wait to break the offense. Don't go right away. Like, he was too busy trying to take the game. That's why Mike said on that Last Dance BS, man, he don't care. He gonna make it a one-on-one. He was like, shoot, if I was a teammate, I wouldn't pass him the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what Mike was saying. I called him the Laker boy. Like, he gonna try to make it a one-on-one with you and everything. He said if he was on my team, I wouldn't pass him the ball. Because you ain't getting it back. So, those are the things that Kobe took with him. Jason Tatum is nothing like Kobe. He don't have that fire. He don't have that switch that when it cuts on, it's time to destroy everything. He doesn't have it. Jaylen Brown has that fire, but he just don't have the game like Kobe. That's the only difference. But Jaylen Brown, he started shooting these threes. He wasn't attacking as much. You know, I don't know what happened. I think when Tatum started breaking offense, trying to do his own thing, he messed up the whole offense of the team. Dallas capitalized on it. The role players for Dallas stepped up this game. Everybody stepped up. PJ's defense was good. Derrick Jones' defense on Tatum bothered him. Tatum was trying to push him, and they were pushing each other back. But Celtics still are going to win this in 5 or 6. 6 at worst, I could see them winning it. I don't see the Mavericks coming back. I just don't see it. Boston's going to be a beast, even if the Mavericks win Game 5. Game 5. I don't see it. Luka's thing is, the thing about Mazzulla, what he's been able to do, Mazzulla has been able to adjust after a loss and during mid-game. Mazzulla has done a great job coaching these guys. He has. The bench really didn't shoot that well last game. They went cold. Go figure. Excuse me. Man, sorry, man. I've been up a long time, but yeah, it's like, they just have to play a lot better. Defensively, the Mavs did good. The bench came in there, did their job. Now, the thing I did love what Jason Kidd did, what Jason Kidd should have been doing, was start Derek Lively. I said start Derek Lively from the get-go because the Celtics have 5 players on the court, even on the bench that come in. They can all score, and they all can bring the ball up. They all can handle the ball. And this is what I said was going to be the problem with Dallas. If Dallas didn't know how to do this, like, where are you going to put Luke at? And you could try to run a zone. Zone ain't going to work. Because Drew Holiday is too good. Him and Brown and Tatum are too good to get to the next level. Horford wasn't able to hit the threes he usually hits to open up the floor, or make the defense watch him and stay honest, instead of just doing their own thing. But I think Chris Stapps, I don't know if he's coming back. I think he's done. But I still think they could beat this Mavericks team in 5, maybe 6. Everybody's saying, man, they just wanted to finish it in Boston. That's the thing. You don't wait. You finish it. You don't wait till you go back to Boston. No, you finish it, because anything can happen. What if Kyrie explodes for 40? What if Luka explodes for 30? Now you're going to put more pressure on yourself, because now you got to go back to their building. And God forbid it goes to a Game 7. I'm just saying, like, you got to put, and this is the problem I have a lot of times with Brown and Tatum. They play around too much. Just take these guys out. Take them out. Jaylen Brown did not play with a lot of energy yesterday. I don't know what, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. I don't know what it was. But he didn't play with that energy. I know the energy Jaylen Brown plays with. And he's a tough SOB. His will is probably his will to go to the basket or just go at it is one of the best in this league. Now, my issue is with this. Tatum cannot be breaking offense like he's doing. Bro, you're not Kobe. Okay? You're not Kobe. Just stop it. Be Jason Tatum. Be yourself. Stop breaking offense trying to shoot these dumb-ass shots. He shot some of the worst shots I've ever seen, and what Mazzulla should have done was take his light ass out and put him on the bench. That's what Mazzulla should have done. Jaylen Brown was terrible, but he'll bounce back. Brown to be okay. I'm not worried about Brown. Excuse me. Brown to bounce back. Drew Holiday, I think they gave Drew Holiday some quick fouls I didn't agree with. I felt like they gave those fouls to Luka because they didn't give him some fouls in game 3. So they gave him the fouls, and Kyrie, for some reason, cannot get a foul call. Like, Kyrie has been abused this whole series. And yes, the Celtics have been playing some great defense and running some great schemes, but dog, they have been fouling the shit out of Kyrie this whole series, and they're not making a call. They have not made no call. Luka can cry his ass a river, cry all day long and stuff, get some of his calls, but Kyrie can't get no call. Kyrie, I think, only had 2, maybe 3 calls. And before that, I think he had like 2. So, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what's going on? Like, this series has been so tainted with the foul calls and how they've been disrespecting Kyrie. Like, he's been getting killed. Now, Luka hasn't gotten the whistle like that a lot either. But the thing is that's different between Kyrie and Luka, Kyrie's fighting through it. Something that Luka needs to do. Luka needs to learn how to do that. And Luka, I think, is starting to learn. I think Luka's realizing, look, I can't do this bullshit I do overseas or do this bullshit I do right now. I got to play the game. And that's what he's doing. But game 5, I think it's Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I got to check and see. But Celtics should win. Not the Celtics. Yeah, the Celtics, should win. Game 5, they should win it in Boston. They'll send Kyrie and them packing. Now, if the Mavericks mess around and win this game, Celtics better win game 6. Like, for real, for real. Oh, man. All right, now. The LA Sparks versus the Minnesota Lynx. The Minnesota Lynx, of course, will be in the Commissioner's Cup Finals. They will take on the New York Liberty. The Los Angeles Sparks, they are going to be dangerous. I could see them making the playoffs and causing some noise against. They're not going to win their first round series, but they're going to give people problems. Hemby and Nurse, Brink, and Rikia are a great 4, a great big 4 to have. Now, Cameron Brink's problem is she got to learn how to stop fouling. She's had problems with the foul calls. I don't know if she's not getting the position, but I just think she's just getting. I just think the refs are just trying to get accustomed to her. Rikia Jackson was doing her thing. I think they need to give Rikia Jackson the ball more, because I think she's a natural pure scorer. Because of her length, she's able to shoot over the smaller guards, and because of her footwork and quickness, she could get past the bigger forwards. And she beautiful. That's my baby there, boy. Rikia be coming in there dressing sexy, doing her little thing. I'd be like, ooh, girl. Man. But all seriousness though, they were winning. The Sparks came out and jumped on the Lynx, and that's what you got to do. You got to jump on the Lynx. If you jump on them and force them to take bad shots and they're missing their threes early, you got them. You basically can beat them. Now, this is the thing that makes the Lynx dangerous. Nafisa Collier just oh my gosh, like she's just unstoppable. It's like, what can you do? Like, she got the whole total package. She got the footwork. She can back you down. She can play on the perimeter. She can put the ball on the floor. She has a complete game, but it's within itself. It's not all over the place. You know, you got some girls like that play out there. They're good, but sometimes when they're playing, they are all over the damn place. It's like, yo, calm down. Calm your ass down. Like, relax. Like, if you are a forward coming into the game, you need to watch Nafisa Collier. And in the second half, everybody started balling out. They started hitting their shots. McBucket started to heat up a little bit. But the Sparks still had a chance to win this. They are not far off. And this is what I'm trying to tell people, is that Rickea Jackson is the best player in the draft class. Now, Aaliyah Edwards, I'm going to talk about her next. She might be the second best player in the draft class, because she took it to Angel. She took it to Angel yesterday. But Angel down the stretch got some calls to help her out, because they were kind of calling some little ticky-tack fouls on Angel and Cardoso at first. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the Minnesota Lynx defensively buckled down. And when they buckle down and they guard you and they're on you at the half-court line, or they're guarding you 94 feet, there's really nothing you can do. Everybody can guard. They got 2 point guards. The Williams girl, she's raw. And then they got the Iberman. I think that's her name. Iberman. Little light-skinned chick with the hair. She's good too. She comes off the bench, does her thing. They got another guard named Acompo. She's basically their speed guard. She gets the pace moving. So they have guards, and this is what the Chicago Sky need. The Chicago Sky need one of these guards off of the Minnesota Lynx. Like, seriously, if they could trade and get one of them, like, hell, I would go get a Compo or Iberman if I could, because that's what they need. They don't have a point guard who can make an entry pass to the bigs. These point guards for the Minnesota Lynx, the point guards for the Sparks, like Ari McDonald, Lexi Brown, all of them know how to get the ball to the bigs. They know how to do it. They're not shooting up an unnecessary shot when they got somebody down low. You know, that's what I'm saying. Both these teams have solid guard play. And when you have solid guard play, because really the WNBA is built through the post. You're built through your post and then to the outside. But if your guards aren't good at getting your bigs the ball or able to move it, then you're in trouble. This is why I was saying that I believe that Angel Reese might have to play the point forward. She might have to, because if you got guards that love to shoot, Angel need to have the ball in her hands. She got to have the ball in her hands. She got to be able to move the ball. You know what I'm saying? She got to be able to move the ball. You know, she got to be able to move the ball. You know, that's just facts. You know, she got to be able to move that ball. You know, and that's the thing. But that's the thing I loved about it. The Lynx came back. They made some shots down the stretch. The Sparks couldn't close. Hemby, I think Hemby got some buckets, but to me, Ari McDonald was trying to go for the big three. I would have gave it to Rakia more. I think Rakia is going to turn into the closer. If they allow Rakia Jackson to close, the Sparks win that game last night. I mean the night before last. Like straight up. They win that game. No ifs, ands, or buts. They win. So that's something that I believe that they'll work on. I believe they'll get that corrected. And I think the coach, he's starting to trust Rakia more down the stretch. Cameron Brink had an open shot and missed it. Nafissa Collier put him to bed, making some shots. McBuckets, I think, hit one as well. So down the stretch, the Lynx just knew how to close. I still think the Lynx could be beaten. If you get physical with them and keep them from the 3-point line and you force them into some bad shots, you actually make Collier work, you can beat them guys. I mean them gals. But the Sparks, I think they need to let Rakia Jackson close down the stretch. Now, the Washington Mystics versus the Chicago Sky, or Chicago Sky versus Washington Mystics. Listen, it was the Ariel Atkins show. Ariel Atkins and Aaliyah Edwards in the first half gave Chicago the business. I don't know what it is. Dana Evans, Diamond DeShields, and Mabry, for some reason, they do not work together. They don't work together. You got Cardoso, you got Angel Reese. They don't work together. They don't work together at all. And I don't know what it is, but this lineup doesn't work. When Kennedy Carter and Lizzie Allen comes in, or Izzy Harrison comes in, mixing in with Cardoso and Angel Reese, that lineup works. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Dana doesn't trust Angel and Cardoso yet, or she's having a difficult time getting the ball inside, because when Lizzie comes in or Kennedy comes in, they give the ball to him. So I don't know what it is. Mabry has been terrible. I don't know what's going on with Mabry. I don't know if it's something going on at home. I don't know if she's mentally out of it. I don't know what it is, but Mabry is getting in her own damn way. She is costing the Sky games. She had a chance to win the game down the stretch. She missed some more free throws. The Sky could have won about 4 or 5 games. And Teresa Weatherspoon is pissed. That's why she walked out the post-game press conference, because she's like, look, I could change the lineups, but at the end of the day, what is it going to do? Because if I put Kennedy starting, I'm not going to have anybody come off the bench killing like that. Who I'm going to have? Kennedy. The thing is, she's saying Dana and Mabry need to get their shit together. And that's all she's saying. And she sees it. I see what she sees. If Dana and Mabry get their shit together, this team will go far. But for right now, Teaspoon, you might have to just bring them off the bench. You might have to. Diamond DeShields is not going to the bench because she's the best defender. She's the best perimeter defender. Now, down the stretch, Mabry's in the game because Mabry makes a lot of big shots. I would bring Mabry off the bench and I would let her finish the game with Lizzie Allen and Kennedy Carter. But I would start Lizzie Allen or Kennedy Carter. I'm starting one of them. I'm starting Lizzie Allen over what's her name? Over Dana Evans. I'm doing that ASAP. Angel Reese got a double-double. Cardoso and Angel Reese were in foul trouble all night. Aaliyah Edwards was giving them problems. So was Hillman. Hillman was giving them problems. I can't think of the other white girl name, Zibberman or Zyber, or I can't think of her name, but she was giving them problems. Ariel Atkins just took all of them to school, and then Van Slew was just hitting big shot after big shot. And then Doso, that's her name, Doso, she fouled out along with Aaliyah Edwards in the second half because Lizzie and Kennedy started giving the ball to Angel and Cardoso down low, and they started going to work. This is what they needed to do. Lizzie shot a dumbass 3. She should have threw the ball to Angel. Angel could have got the score or the and one. They could have won the game. But see, that's what I'm saying. These guards are too busy trying to take the game over. You're not like that. You don't have to do that. Trust your bigs. They've got to trust Cardoso and Reese. But see, what messed everything up was Cardoso and Reese got in foul trouble. Reese was tired because Reese has played the whole first quarter and damn near the whole second quarter. So it looks like Reese is going to basically be your main person because Will being hurt really hurts this team. They really need Elizabeth Williams back. They really need it. She's out for the year, but they might have to go get them another big. Brianna Turner just ain't giving them nothing. Izzy Harrison is good offensively, but defensively, she's a liability. So all you have is Angel Reese. That's your best power. That's your best forward. And Cardoso's your big. So basically, those are the only two you can count on. The Mystics, man, shout out to them. I told y'all, if the Mystics put it together, they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be beating teams that they ain't supposed to. Ariel Atkins finally stepped up. She finally took over. They moved her to the 2 guard. They didn't have her at the 1, which is great. And you might have to do that. You might have to have Dana go to the 2 and then have Lizzie at the 1. And have Diamond DeShields start. That's how I'm looking at it. You might have to do that. We'll see, but the Washington Mystics did their thing. Aaliyah Edwards, man. Aaliyah Edwards put everybody on notice that, listen, y'all don't talk about me in this draft. And they don't. I told everybody, this draft is not just about Caitlin Clark. It's not about just Angel Reese. You have others that can ball too. The one chick out there in Dallas, I think it's Sheldon. She's nice. She could play the game. You know, but the Mystics, they won their first home game. The Sky played a Fever today at 12 Eastern. I'll probably watch that game after I watch the Aces game from last night. But we already know, like the Fever won the other night because they played through Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. I told everybody, Kelsey Mitchell needs to be hurt. Boston need to be your first option. Then Kelsey Mitchell, then Alyssa Smith. That needs to be your options. Caitlin Clark needs to be a role player right now. Because I think today Caitlin could go off. She could go off on the Sky today because the Sky ain't really got no defense on the perimeter. Dana Evans, I don't know what's going on with Dana. Dana is in her own head. Mabry's in her own head. Diamond DeShields, I think, is hurt, but she's playing through it. So they got to step up. The bigs, they can't be getting in foul trouble like they did, even though I think a couple of those calls were questionable. You can't get in foul trouble. They need you on the court. Cardoso and Reese, that's their future and that's their now. Period. Everybody else got to fall in line. So if I'm the guards, I'm trying to feed them as much as I can. I'm trying to just feed them and feed them and feed them. Now, the Connecticut Sun and Dallas Wings, basically all they did was trap and put their defense towards Enrique and made the other people beat them, and the other players couldn't beat them. That was all. Melissa Thomas had a great game. Her stat line doesn't show it, but she had a great game defensively. Her and Dejanay Carrington, man, I swear they're probably the 2 best defenders in the game. They're turning into a tandem. Dejanay Carrington's defense, again, is just, It's just immaculate. Like, this girl wakes up thinking and breathing, sleeping defense, and then her offense is not too shabby either. DeWanna Bonner really didn't have to do that much. She hit a couple open threes early. DeWanna Bonner, if she gets some buckets early and get the momentum going, then everybody else comes to play. Ty Harris is probably showing she's the best point guard in the game. Well, outside of Chelsea Gray, but I think Ty Harris might be the best point guard in the game. Alyssa Thomas also. She's a point guard. Even though she's a forward, but she's a point guard. She can move the ball, handle the ball, get everybody in position, and she's the anchor on defense. Bree Jones is a beast. But this is the thing about the Connecticut Sun. If any one of their players get hurt in the post, they're in trouble because their backups are not that good. They're okay, but they're not that good. So they need Bree Jones and Alyssa Thomas and Bonner to stay healthy. On the other side, Arike tried to give it to McCowns, tried to give it to the one rookie, but the one girl named Maddie Seabreeze, she did her thing. She was balling. I felt like they went away from her too much. I would have kept going to her because she could get her own shot. Besides Arike, Arike just got shut down. They put everything towards her. They shut her off from the rest of the team, and the team couldn't win. The team couldn't win. But the Connecticut Sun, I think they're the best team in the league. We'll see, knocking on wood, that nobody gets hurt. And then they get to the first round. I believe they could win it. They could get to the second. They can get to the third, I believe, in the championship. I think that's how it goes. But yeah, man, shout out to the Connecticut Sun, man. They're continuously showing dominance, and they're continuously, playing their game. The Dallas Wings, man, they're missing two of their top players. I forgot her name, Sabe, I can't think of her name. In the other girl, Howard, I think it's Howard. I can't think of their names, but they need them back bad, because they bring a low post presence, and they bring veteran leadership. Dallas has too many youngsters out there. So that's the recaps. Again, the Connecticut Sun are, to me, the best team right now in the W right now. To me, both sides of the ball, they're just dominant, especially in transition. They're dangerous. And they got a solid half-court offense. Defense, they're just top to bottom. They're tough. And they got a good bench. They had this one girl come off the bench. She was hitting the mid-range shots, and also Tiffany Mitchell. She's tough too. And the Chicago Sky, their guards have got to get better. Their guards are getting outplayed each game, and that's what's killing the Sky. I think Teaspoon might need to make some changes. I understand she wants to ride with Dana and all that, but listen, Dana ain't getting the damn job done. Now, it's about winning. You got to do some shakeups. But Angel and Cardoso are your staples. They're your staples. They're the ones who you're going to go with for the future. And the Sparks, they just need to let Rakia close. Let him be Airy, Nurse, Cam, all of them go off early, and let Rakia close. But the Lynx, Collier, and McBuckets as a team, they are tough. So, thank y'all for listening, man. I'm out. Deezy.